Fatima, thank you so much for coming in to chat with me today. I am super excited. I've been looking forward to this. So tell everybody else out in the world, how long have you been doing real estate?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to have this conversation with you. I'm Fatima Esquetini. I've been a realtor for now, hard to believe, about 6 years. And I've been serving clients in North and South Carolina. I've helped them buy and sell. And, you know, as you know, every story is different. Every client is different. Every home is different. And I just enjoy the journey that I take them through.
I love that. I love that. And you're absolutely right. Everyone is different. Every transaction is different. We learn something new every time.
Absolutely.
But you've been doing this a while now, so you've come through a couple different markets.
Yes.
Tell me, what are we seeing out there today?
Well, it's a bizarre market.
Bizarre.
To say the least. I know we were used to, in a few years back, we were used to that speed market where people were paying more than maybe they should to just get a home during COVID.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing a little bit more inventory in the market. But we're still not in that balanced market, at least here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
However, I feel like no matter what market it is, I think your house always has to stand out, right? Because sellers are thinking, well, it's going to sell anyway. I don't have to do much because I live in a great neighborhood or I live in a desirable area.
Yeah.
And it's not like that. I think everything is about presentation.
So we hear a lot about that. I hear it's price and condition. So
Correct.
It can be a little bit of both, if
Absolutely.
not both,
Right.
considered. Let's talk today about getting the home ready. So again, more of the condition of the home. How does that conversation start with when you're meeting with sellers? How are you starting that conversation to get their home ready to sell?
Well, every situation is different, correct? So every seller is in a different position, not only financially, but their time frame may be different. So you got to work with every client in a different way, approach it a different way. But there's basic things that we can do to make that home shine. So I always tell clients, you know, you're going to move anyway. So let's start decluttering. To me, depersonalizing the home. You don't need to have your kids' pictures all over the house.
Yeah.
Something as simple as painting, deep cleaning, opening those shades because you want more natural light in the house. It just gives the home a different energy. Curve appeal. So there's a list of things that we can go, but I really like to cater to my clients depending where they're at and where they want to get to. So what their end goal and time frame is.
So motivation even does play a role in that condition and price.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we hit on a couple things. I love the decluttering. We're boxing some stuff up, maybe touching up some paint on a scuffed up wall or maybe the bright purple one.
Correct.
If we need to take it a step further and maybe I am more in the luxury market, what type of things are you suggesting that maybe to get those homes ready?
Well, sometimes people think that a full kitchen renovation or a full bathroom renovation is a must. Absolutely, the ones that are completely renovated always are going to stand out from the other homes. But sometimes it's just the lighting, clean, adding maybe some fresh flowers, white towels, but just the details or changing knobs sometimes. Sometimes people just want to know that the house has been cared for more than anything.
I love that. And that's evident the minute you walk through the house.
Absolutely. So we're trying with luxury or with any home, I always try to create that wow factor because it's like that first minute when you meet somebody, that first impression, right? So they're walking in the house and you want them to look and say, wow. And I've had clients in open houses when I've had my listings that they'll say, wow, this house looks great in pictures, but it looks a lot better in person. So that's the goal, right? Not only that, of course, professional pictures are a must, videos are a must, But also when they walk in, they want to feel like, oh, wow, this house looks great. And also smell for me.
Ah, yes.
For me, smell, like, it's like, I tell them, it's like walking into a bakery, right? What do you feel when you walk into a bakery? Even though you may not be hungry or you may not be thirsty or you already had your coffee, right? But that smell, it just stimulates your senses. So it's a combination of a few things.
Yeah. So those are things we can fix. I love all of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
What if somebody doesn't have maybe the means to do a long list of things? And it sounds like it's each home is different. So you're going to come in and kind of do that in your consultation.
Right.
But if they can't do all of the things, what are like the tops, maybe even a non-negotiable that in order to get the home photographed, you mentioned, and sold?
Decluttering for sure.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Yeah.
And that's something we all can do, right? At no cost. We start storing things away. Maybe there's too many pictures on the wall. Maybe there's too many pictures on our mantles. Also curve appeal, right? Making sure everything looks trimmed and clean, and absolutely a clean home.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to buy those plugins. I love those plugins, and just making it smell good. Sometimes we have our friendly four-legged pets.
I was just thinking
and
that.
sometimes it can be a challenge. And
Yes.
we get used to smells.
Yes.
So every home has this particular smell. We don't feel it because we're numb to it because we're living in the house. But when somebody else comes in, it's different. So I think we need to work on that. So, and that doesn't cost a whole lot to do.
No. But just being aware of it, maybe, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like when it comes to the cleaning, I always joke that my clean is not everybody's clean.
Correct.
And that's okay. But we're talking about preparing the home specifically to sell and have people walk through here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a team effort, right? So I want my clients to feel comfortable, and I want to feel comfortable telling them things that maybe it's going to be kind of hard to tell them, but it's a team effort. So the end goal is to sell the home, right? So we have to work together to make that happen.
So this isn't so much repairs or updating condition, but I do have another question regarding staging. Do you stage every home? I mean, we're talking like if somebody's done, whether it's vacant or they have their own furniture, are you staging every home?
Yes, I think it's important. If it's a vacant home, oh gosh, it's a clean slate to work on and have somebody come in and do it professionally for sure. It gives it a different look. If the house is not vacant and people are living there, we move things around, we accessorize, we try to work with what they have as much as we can. And like I said, less is more. So maybe there's extra furniture that we don't need. Well, that has to go to the garage, right? And making it look, because sometimes when we have so much, we can't appreciate the space, the lighting. So like I said, every client is different. But yes, even if it's light staging because they're living there, or a full stage if the house is vacant, definitely a staging.
Is there anything that we've left out today that a seller should know when they're preparing their home?
Absolutely. I always tell my clients, what do you feel when you walk into a model home? How do you feel? It's like, ooh, I love this house. I want to move. This is my house. I want it just the way it is. So we have to get as close as possible to that. And I know every situation is different, right? So it doesn't have to be stressful.
Yeah.
That's why you hire a professional to walk you through the process without overspending either. You have to be practical.
I did not hear you say a bunch of things that would cost a lot of money.
No, it doesn't take a lot. Of course, like I said, once the house is presented well and you have professional pictures and if you do the open house, has to be professionally presented. Whoever is there to open that house has to be ready, know the information, and just be ready to talk and have conversations with people that are walking into the house. So I would say just it doesn't have to be stressful.
Yeah.
Just hire the right person to take you through the journey. And no, if I would be happy to help and guide through the process.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I heard you say we a lot. Like it's a team effort. You mentioned that.
Yes,
I
it
love
is
that.
a team
you
effort.
You sound like a partner for sure, guiding them through this transaction.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely a team effort.
That's
it's
great.
definitely a team effort.
So if they're looking for a partner like you and maybe thinking of selling soon, how can they reach you?
Well, I'm in Facebook, Fatima Esquetini Realtor. I'm in Instagram, TikTok, My Sweet Home Carolina's in TikTok. And my phone number, 980-272-7231. And you can call me, text me, however you want to reach me is great.
Fantastic. I hope they do. Thank you so much for your time. This was great.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This was exciting.
Awesome.
Thanks.